on our side, we have lost the middle and independents who got Obama elected, all right? So we've got work to do on our side. She sees a hole there. She now has, she's got Roger Ailes and Rupert Murdoch behind her. Maybe not Murdoch so much, but Ailes is clearly pushing her and coordinating her and coaching her. She's got some mega players behind her, including members of McCain's former campaign staff who are still loyal to her. She didn't burn her bridge with everyone there, who are clearly shaping her foreign policy statements and outlook. She's got the creeps from Conservatives for Palin working for her on the payroll. And she is going to fashion a serious run at the Republican nomination. I'm going to tell you, there were some people in the McCain camp who thought she didn't have a chance 6 months ago, who I'm talking to now, who see that she has a decent shot at getting the Republican nomination for the presidency of the United States. And if that doesn't scare people into action, I don't know what does. It terrifies me.
Well, I think anybody should be able to run for president.
Absolutely.
Except for her.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. She could,
Well, unfortunately, she's already running. Yeah, I think yesterday was her first campaign speech. Saturday in Nashville, she kind of went out and cut Obama up and got the Tea Party behind her, consolidated her. You had John Bittney on your show a while ago, on your TV show,
right.
And did an interview with John that I enjoyed and read and watched. And John, kind of talked about how in the gubernatorial campaign in 2006 up there, she consolidated the right and then moved toward the middle and fractured the Republican Party. That's exactly what her move is here right now.
Well,
people are seeing that's what she's doing.
That was Lyda Green's big warning yesterday.
Oh, tell me.
And
we can repeat what Lyda said yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she was like, she's going to destroy the party just like she did in the state of Alaska. And I got emails from people that said, isn't that a good thing for the left? And I tend to think that two parties that are healthy, which I don't think either party right now, they both need health care. Let's just say that. It makes for a healthier country. If we don't go into these personal politics and we start doing policy, I think that's when we're the healthiest. And that is not going to happen in this election cycle if she's in it. And she is in it. And she's in it big already. Yeah,
that's really right on. I will say that if there were a very effective broad-based, articulate, real-deal, moderate conservative Republican as an Obama supporter, I'd be nervous. I do think that she has many holes in her game. I mean, I have discovered stuff about her that's really troubling. And I think she's beatable in the election. So I do think she is not the best candidate that the Republicans can throw out there. So I'm not as concerned if she's nominated as some other people might be, but you are absolutely right. Shannyn, wherever she goes, she leaves human collateral damage, and she doesn't care what party they are. She's a bipartisan wrecking ball, and wherever she goes, she destroys. Now, look, McCain's going to be in trouble in the Republican primary in Arizona this year, okay? Because she has tainted his reputation so badly. He's in deep doo. The only thing, ironically, that may save him is that she's going to go down there and support her with her Tea Party cred and may be able to swing enough of those people who would move in that direction toward J.D. Hayworth. She may help pull toward McCain. But she has tainted that poor guy's record forever.
Well, I worry about a couple of things. One, that she's the nomination. Not so much about her, but that because of the SCOTUS, the Supreme Court ruling, basically any corporation could come in and spend $1 billion on some sort of, wacko campaign about Barack Hussein Obama from Kenya. It doesn't have to be true, and they could swift boat him, and that's a problem.
Those
The combination of those two things, we're looking at a really, really different democracy here.
Absolutely. They'll swift boat him, okay? And in a way, they'll swift boat her. They'll create false images about her that make her out to be, someone who's an effective overseer of the economy. They'll recreate your glory years in Alaska, those 2.5 glorious years in Alaska under her governorship. They'll recreate that into this miracle moment in Alaskan economic history. That's what they're going to do. That's what she's doing. And I guess the point I wanted to make about outsiders are clueless about Alaska politics, Alaska history. The most important thing I do in my book, I think, is to let Americans outside know that she's not the darling of the Republican Party. She burned them as much as she burned the Democrats. She threw everybody under the bus. And this I can tell you. And I just checked this the other day. I think around 90% of the sources for my book are R's. They're not D's. Everyone thinks, that's who I'm running around with interviewing.
You're palling around with the progressive bloggers in Alaska.
Oh, yeah, no, our pictures were together at one of your parties, and all, the conservative for Palin and everyone else linked us all together in this great conspiracy. And I will say we did conspire. We all consumed the same alcohol up there and had a very good time. But, it's a strange view of who she is and what she did, that she's the darling of the conservative Republican movement up there. I'll tell you what I want to do. I want Lida Green to do a tour down here.
Oh, that would be classic.
And guess what? Really, I think this is the secret. It's not anything we're going to do. It's unleashing Lida Green on a tour, a follow-up tour, and just let Lida do some interviews and television shows and radio tours down here, and have them talk to Lida about who Sarah Palin is. I mean, Lida, I'll tell you this, Lida writes her own one-liners, and they are good.
They are. And, yesterday she and I got into an argument off the air, not an argument, a discussion that she doesn't believe that corporations have anything to do with policy. They never did for her, and she doesn't see it. And it was hysterical because how many people went to prison for selling their votes? I'm like, what are you talking about? So you can disagree with her, you can have a good time with her, but yeah, her on tour, God help us. I mean, that would be classic. And I don't know that Lida, is willing to put on the 6-inch heels, but she's definitely got more things to say that are truth-based than Sarah Palin at this point. So, Geoffrey Dunn, thanks so much for calling in, giving us the wrap and your thoughts, and looking forward to your book. When's it coming out?
That's a good question. Now you're sounding like my editor. I'm finishing it up. I have gotten a few more leads that I want to pursue, and I'm saying what they say in Jamaica, soon come. All right, so it's coming soon. It'll be out. I'm hoping to finish it within the next several weeks, and then I'll hand it over to my publisher, Macmillan, and they'll take it from there. So sooner than later, but not quite as soon as I wanted. But unfortunately, we will have Sarah Palin to kick around for a while.
Oh, dear. Well, just see what you can do. You might get sued over it. It's very exciting when that happens.
We've been getting letters from the same gentleman from Anchorage, babe.
Oh, yeah. Thomas Van Flein. I know he never sends me a letter. He just sends it to like 3,000 people in the press.
That's what he does to me, too. Yeah. I thought I was the only one.
No, and why he does that is because they have no intention of suing. Do you know how many people would love to depose Sarah Palin about her character?
Well, I know. But there are a lot of guys who'd like to represent you out there, too, Shannyn. So, yeah, I hope they do finally sue somebody.
Well, as I said, suck it up, Buttercup. If you don't like it, don't do it. Thanks, Geoffrey.
Thank you, babe. Love to everybody.
All right. Right back at you.